Nowadays, Charles Barkley is best known for his controversial takes about the women of San Antonio and his ability to make Shaq die laughing on the inside the NBA set. However, back in the 80s and 90s, he made his career by being one of the best basketball players to ever suit up. His career began in Philadelphia, where he consistently helped lead the Sixers to the playoffs, so they were constantly stymied by teams like the Chicago Bulls and the Milwaukee Bucks. After a disappointing, injury-plagued 1991-92 season for the team, Barkley wanted a trade. Not only had the team struggled, but management refused to re-sign Barkley's friend, Rick Mahorn. Of course, we all know that Barkley was eventually traded to the Phoenix Suns, where he won League MVP in his first season. But there were a few other potential landing destinations for the Chuckster. In fact, the Sixers originally agreed to a deal with the LA Lakers that would have sent Sir Charles to Los Angeles, where he'd play along Vlade Divac early in his career. Without a star like Chuck, that Lakers squad struggled after the Showtime era, posting their first losing season since 1976 in the 92-93 season. The next year, they missed the playoffs, again, for the first time since 1976. Obviously, it has to be said, that run eventually helped them draft Kobe Bryant and sign Shaq, building another dynasty in the process. But what if Philly hadn't backed out of the original deal? Could Chuck and Vlade team up and give the Lakers a run at the title even earlier? Or will the cruel mistress of NBA 2K23 leave Barkley without a championship yet again? Let's find out. So the way this trade supposedly was going to happen in real life was going to be Barkley and Ron Anderson for James Worthy and Eldon Campbell. The issue is, in the game, Ron Anderson has a no-trade clause, so I can't trade him. So we're going to do Clarence Weatherspoon, who is younger, much younger than Anderson, so it could affect it a little bit, but I don't think it's going to be too much to matter. He has a B, I think it's a B, maybe a B plus potential, so I don't think Clarence Weatherspoon is going to be like the be-all, end-all of this save. I think the real big person here is obviously Barkley. And we're just going to see because if we can look at these Lakers, they don't have a ton of depth behind Barkley. So it'll be interesting to see how they do with the rest of the team. I mean, they don't have they have one small forward, and it's Alex Blackwell at 67. So yeah, so this team could struggle a little bit. Hopefully they don't. That we would love to see them improve quickly. But I guess we're going to go ahead and do this trade, and I'll show you the teams, and then we'll skip to the end of the season. Okay, so here are what the Lakers look like right now. Of course, one of the issues is that a lot of these players are aging. So Barkley is 29, which is not ideal. And then if we look here, it gets a little bit bleaker because we have aging point guards, decent but not great. And then we have not any good, an old and not very good shooting guard, a young, that's Clarence Weatherspoon, so it is a bit of a cheat here. But anyways, he's like, B plus potential, 22 years old, 76. Maybe he can improve with Barkley on his team. Of course, we have Barkley and AC Green, both 29. Barkley probably is going to play a bunch of small forward too because he's so small. And then we have Vlade Divac, which could, this is an interesting pairing, right? Barkley and Divac. Like, you got to wonder what exactly is going to go in there. But anyways, we're going to send him to the end of the season, and we will see how the team does. So I'll see you then. Okay, so early returns for Barkley are not too great. He did not win the MVP as he did in real life. It went to Jordan, of course. That's not that surprising. Jordan's a great player, but Barkley, this was Barkley's MVP year. Hopefully he still did decently otherwise. Let's look. We have Shaquille O'Neal, Rookie of the Year. No surprise there, of course. Although, did he win it in real life? I have to assume he did. Who else could have won it over Shaq? Sixth man, Billy Owens for the Warriors. Hakeem gets Defensive Player of the Year. Eric Murdoch is Most Improved, a player I've never heard of, to be honest with you. And then Casey Jones and John Smith are your Coach and Executive of the Year, respectively. Okay, on these teams, Charles Barkley did make first team, no surprise there. He's up to a 97, just behind Jordan. He really needs a running mate, though, out there in LA, which hopefully he can get soon. All right, anything else? We can kind of skip through this kind of quickly because it doesn't really matter. We just care about Barkley. I don't think Barkley's going to make an all-defensive team. Let me look. Did he ever make the all-defensive team? I have his Wikipedia page up here. He never made the all-NBA defensive team in his career. So it's not too surprising. He was a great rebounder. So, it's a little bit surprising. Okay, here we go. All right, nothing too surprising here. He did start. I forgot Alonzo Mourning started with the Hornets. Okay, anyways. Some good players out there in Dallas. Okay, so let's get to the playoffs. Let's see what the Lakers are a 5 seed. They're going to go up against the Blazers. They didn't make any moves, it doesn't look like, although Vlade is improving, which is very good. If Vlade can get up in the mid to high 80s, that would be huge for this team. Who was that? It is Rick Mahorn. That's what I thought. Okay, and Dick Boyd, what a name. Let's look at this Blazers team real quick. Terry Porter, they have Clyde, they have Kersey. Ooh, this is going to be a tough out. Yeah, this could be a tough one. Uncle Cliffy, one of my favorite Survivor players. Okay, so it's going to be a tough one for the Lakers, but we'll see if they can make it out of the first round here. This year is kind of just about, yeah, of course, they got trounced. What I was about to say is this year is kind of just about seeing if they can make moves later on. So we'll send to the rest of these playoffs. Reggie picks up a, wow, Reggie Finals MVP, 33 points per game. So they beat Chicago in 6. Can we see the Chicago team? Wow, this is a good Chicago team. I mean, they're missing, this wasn't when they did not yet have Rodman, but this is still a very good Chicago team, and they trounced them. And also, so Seattle had the best record, and they got beat in the first round? Wow. That's too bad. All right. Well, again, this year is a building year. We just want to hope that the Lakers can build something in the future, because I didn't think they had much of a chance this year. Barkley was kind of not their lone bright spot, but one of the few bright spots they had. So I will see at the beginning of this season. We'll see what the Lakers do this offseason. Well, it doesn't look like the Lakers made any moves to speak of. Yeah, this team looks pretty much the same outside of maybe some, what does that say? Currently signed, 2-year, he's overseas. Okay, so they have an overseas player. Hopefully they're going to come over eventually. Yeah, so they didn't make any moves here. They just got older. Hopefully Vlade Divac can take the next step, and they can get a wing presence that can come in here and help out a little bit there. But yeah, so this team, not looking great. I will look around real quick, see if there's anything else. I like to look at the other teams and show you if there's any other surprising moves. So I will see you there. If I don't find anything, we'll just jump to the end of the season. Well, it's not Barkley, but it is a new MVP. It's Karl Malone this time. I did notice just watching while I was simming that I'm controlling the Timberwolves, as you can see up top. And we were 3-1 against the Lakers. No, excuse me, we were 1-3 against the Lakers. So they're not bad this year, I would assume. Chris Webber playing for us gets MVP. Not too surprising. Christian Laettner, our 6th man. Wow. This team is apparently the team I'm controlling and not doing anything with is really good. Hakeem Olajuwon, Defensive Player of the Year again. LaFonso Ellis, Most Improved. And then Lou Burton and Danny Roberts. All right, let's look at these All-NBA teams. Charles does make the first team again. So back-to-back seasons, he's at least up there. Now we have to find out if he has any running mates. So we're looking. Ooh, look at that. Minnesota Timberwolves, Chris Webber immediately on the second team. Wow. You love to see that. Nobody. Oh, James Worthy, there he is. He's still there. He's getting old, but he's still there. So no one there. Any Lakers in these spots? No. The Nets had a good draft, apparently. Wow. Or just a ton of minutes, I guess. Penny went to the Bucks. That's not good. Bobby Hurley instead of Penny went to the Magic. Okay. So nothing else for the Lakers. Did they make the playoffs? Oh, my Lord. They did not make the playoffs? And Phoenix is the number 1 seed with Kevin Johnson, Jeff Hornacek, I can never say his last name, Dan M., Richard Dumas, Oliver Miller, Bimbo Coles, Cedric Ceballos, Tom Chambers. Oh, my Lord, this team is loaded. Look at old Kurt Rambis and his glasses. Okay, what is up with the Lakers? Can we look at what's the standings? We're in the West. The Lakers are the 9 seed, so they just missed out. We actually are the 4 seed, and the Lakers are the 9 seed. Are they injured? Let's look at the team real quick. I don't care about the Timberwolves. Where are those Lakers? Okay. They're not injured. No one's hurt. They're just bad? Question mark? Okay. No, I mean, Vlade did not improve at all. Barkley's up to a 98, which is good. But yeah, they didn't make the playoffs. The Bulls are a 5 seed. Chicago. Charlotte is a 1 seed. This is all over the place. I don't even have Muggsy. Where's Muggsy? Are we past the Muggsy era? Maybe we are. Can I just check real quick? Let's look Muggsy Bogues. Where are you, my friend? Bogues. Muggsy. Oh, he plays for Washington. Did he play for Washington in real life? I can't remember. He probably did. Was that Scott Brooks? All right, we're just going to sim through the playoffs, I guess, because the Lakers aren't even in it. But it is good to see. Okay, I actually should have gone a little slower there because what I should have pointed out is that, let's see, so the 76ers did not make it, but Phoenix without Charles made it all the way to the Western Conference Finals where they lost in 7 to the Spurs. Now, this Spurs team, can we look at them real quick? They're going to have Robinson, yeah. Robinson, Sean Elliott, Vinny Del Negro. Yeah, this is a very good team. Very, very solid. Okay, and they lost to the Hornets, who have Larry Johnson and Alonzo Mourning apparently just destroying the league. The Hornets are the team that, I mean, I guess Jordan is here, right? So it's not like Jordan left like he did in real life. But this is the years he would be gone, I believe. I think it's 94, 95, and then he comes back for 95, 96. Or I think he's gone 93, 94, and then 94, 95, and then comes back 95, 96, and then wins the finals in 96, 97, 98. I think that's right. I could be wrong. It's been a minute since I've looked at Jordan's championships. But anyways, point being, it's not the Houston Rockets that won a championship. In fact, they got trounced by Seattle over here. It is, in fact... Oh, Robert Horry on that team. Wait, is Spud Webb really playing shooting guard? Oh my gosh, Kenny's smaller than Spud? Who knew? But yeah, the Hornets win this one. Very surprising. Never, you could have given me, I almost said 100. You could have given me, I don't know, 20 guesses, and I wouldn't have guessed them. I guess actually, in saying that, the max guesses you would have given me a 16 because that's many teams are in the playoffs. I guess, yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter. We're going to get to the end of this offseason, and then I'll show you what the Lakers look like after the season starts, before the season starts. All right, the Lakers still refuse to make a move. They kept Charles, which I guess is good. I guess in saying they refused to make a move, they did go get Jalen Rose from the draft, so that could be good for them. He's a good wing player that could help out there. Anybody else? They have Shaq's son, Bradley. The creative players always look so odd. Like this Mel McLeod. What an odd look for that guy. But anyways, point being, they didn't make any big moves. So we're still waiting for them to bring someone in here to help Charles out. It doesn't look like that's going to happen anytime soon. We'll see if any other teams have made some moves, and then we'll get to the end of the season. All right, no big moves, but I did want to show you this Bucks team, who their 4 best players are all point guards. Penny's 6'7", so that helps a little bit, but all point guards. So interesting choices for the Bucks here, all young point guards. So I'm assuming some of them are going to go away at some point and end up somewhere else. But for now, let's send to the end of the season. Okay, Shaq picks up an MVP. This is much earlier than it was in real life. I think he won in 2000. But this is a monster season, almost 25 points, 12 rebounds, and over 3 blocks per game for the big man. Okay, Jason Kidd, Rookie of the Year from that all-point guard team. We saw that in Milwaukee. Grant Hill gets 6th Man of the Year for the Mavs. Okay, Shaq, Defensive Player of the Year, taking it from Hakeem. Isaiah Ryder is your most improved player. He's back from the dunk contest and ready to rock the house in real games. Casey Jones and John Smith are your coach and executives. All right. Same old story? No, actually. Oh, my word. This is a little bit of a surprise because Chuck is out of the first team All-NBA. Did he at least make second team? He did make the second team, so that's good. Any other Lakers? No. Whoops. Chuck's still not playing very much defense, apparently. The Lakers do not. Actually, okay, Jalen Rose did make second team All-Rookie. Did they make the playoffs is the big question. They are an 8th seed. So we play in the Seattle team, which is pretty gross because they have 4 guys, 5 guys, 85 or above. I mean, oh my Lord, how is this a team? How is this team making these moves, adding these kind of players? I mean, freaking Dominique Wilkins is their 7th man. What? How are they doing this and the Lakers can't do anything? Like, what is going on? That's ridiculous. Unfortunately, Minnesota didn't make it. We do have Phoenix is still here, and did the 76ers? No, the 76ers have not brought themselves out of obscurity since the trade, so not a good trade for them. All right, let's see. Can they beat the? Now, this would be huge if the Lakers beat Seattle. That would be one of the biggest upsets of all time. It does not happen, of course. And also, Phoenix is out, so we don't have no horse in this race, so we'll just sim through the rest of the playoffs, see if Seattle can walk to the victory they do. Sean Kemp, 19-11. Good series for him. And also Chicago gets beaten by this Milwaukee team that has nobody. I mean, who's even guard? There's no way Jason Kidd is legitimately guarding Michael Jordan at this stage of his career, or really any stage of his career. But I guess Crazy Eyes Edmund McGaw is not enough to stop, I don't know, who? Brad Lohaus? I don't know. This team should not, the Bucks should not have beaten the Bulls. I'll say that, and I'll say it very easily. They did beat Charlotte, who has didn't they win the championship last year? I think that's true. Anyways, this year it was the Supersonics over the Wizards. At this point, Bullets. Of course, that name was changed later on. These teams are not that great. So hopefully, finally, the Lakers will make a move. We can see them improve a little bit. But for now, we're just going to sim to the beginning of the next season. So arguably, the Lakers just got worse. They didn't add anybody. They lost a lot of their good players. And now this team is just like a joke. Their young guys are not good. Their old guys are aging. In some ways, this is not like if you were a Lakers fan, right? This save so far. This is the fourth season. No, is it the third season? Let's see. This is the fourth season because it was I remember MVPs: Jordan, Hakeem, and then Shaq. Anyways, point being, in real life, the Lakers did not go back to the playoffs until 1995. And they've been to the playoffs twice out of the 3 years so far. So at least they're in the playoffs. The issue is, if you're Chuck, you're still not winning a championship, which is all he really cares about. So it's definitely a failure for Charles. Phoenix has not been any demonstrably that much better at all, really. And the 76ers, of course, have not been great either. But, after this season is when Charles really went ring chasing in Houston, so we'll see if he moves on. That's kind of the more interesting thing, I guess, at this point, because they're not winning a championship this year. But we will look around at the other teams really quickly, and then I will jump to the end of the season. If there's nothing to show you, I'll just jump there before you know it. Okay, so remember a second ago when I was bad-mouthing the 76ers? Also, something is up with the ages, because somehow Chris Webber is only 2 years younger than Charles Barkley. I don't think there's any way that's true. Like, that doesn't seem close to possible. But I was just bad-mouthing the 76ers, and if you look at their team, they're, like, stupid good now, so I kind of, threw that in my face, I guess. Also, real quick, the Bucks, like I said, got rid of all their point guards except one, so all those other guys went somewhere. Another team that is good, I believe, so this would be an expansion team, I think, but the Toronto Raptors have grabbed a bunch of players and looking very tasty for their first season. They may have a chance to do something. I remember I had Antonio McDyess's rookie card. Obsessed with that guy. I thought he was going to be the next big thing. He was fine, but not what I thought he was going to be, that's for sure. But yeah, this Raptor team looks really good. The other expansion team, the Grizzlies, are not terrible, but definitely not nearly as good, I don't think. But yeah, we'll see. I'll see if there's any other teams to look at, and then we'll get to the end of the season. All right, MJ didn't actually go away in this save, but he's back for real because he is your MVP once again. KG is a Rookie of the Year for the Jazz, which if they still have Stockton and Malone, they could be really gross with KG. I didn't clock that when I was looking through, but that's scary. Terrell Brandon is Sixth Man of the Year out in Seattle. Michael Jordan, Defensive Player of the Year. Vin Baker for the Raptors. He's unshackled by his other old teammates, getting to play with the Raptors and picks up Most Improved. And Glenn Bonner and Mac Madsen are your coach and executive. Let's look at the teams. Barkley back on the All-NBA First Team. Vin Baker showing up here on the All-NBA First Team. Good for him. Jason Kidd here too. A bit of a surprise from that. I mean, I guess he's 89 overall, but it still seems a little early for him to be so good. I guess he's only 23. Although, again, I don't know how ages work in this. Like, I have no idea if they're the same age. It doesn't seem like... Is Shaq only a year older than Jason Kidd? Anyways, doesn't matter. Did the Lakers have anybody else here? Joe Smith. Joe Smith? Why do I know that name? Oh, Never Nervous Purvis is here. No one else for the Lakers. Any other players on any of these lists making it? No. No rookies, no nothing. So the Lakers are probably not in the playoffs. Ooh, Big Country playing for Seattle. Okay. It's kind of a weakish draft. Okay, oh my God, I'm wrong. The Lakers are the 3 seed? With this team? They're the 3 seed? With Stan Singleton and his lion tattoo? They're 272 overall players on your starting lineup. And you're the 3. What's their record? A 3 seed? Is this a joke? They won 52 games with those guys. 52 games with those guys. And the Jazz with KG, Karl Malone, John Stockton, and 83 overall Eric Murdoch are the 8th. What is happening? Were there like massive injuries this year? I guess there must have been. Greg Ostertag is here. Oh my word. My mind is blown. Okay. Vancouver is in the playoffs their first year. What about Toronto's a 4 seed? They're going to be some Michael Jordan. Philly, the team Charles left, is now the 1 seed with this monster team. Oh my God. This is the most wild season so far. Can the Lakers make it through the first round against Golden State? They did. They make it to the second round. The second round. This team. Stan and Todd over Tim Hardaway, Chris Mullin. Oh my God. What? Up is down, left is right. Someone named Adonis Jordan. We really got to work on these tattoos they give them because it just does not fit the style of the era. Okay, we're gonna go slow because I don't think there's any way we win this. All right, first game loss. They tied it. Wait, with these guys? I mean, sure they have Eric Snow, but at least he's a real player. Oh my gosh. I am so flabbergasted right now. Okay. Oh, wait. They get to play best of 7. All right. They're out. Okay. We're out. Okay. And Toronto did beat Chicago. Are they going to beat Philly? Hold on. Let's go slow. Okay. Philly brings it back. Okay. It's all the way back. Game 7. Come on. Toronto. Oh, dang it. Okay. We'll just sit through the rest of this. And the Spurs are your NBA champions behind a monster series from David the Admiral Robinson. They actually sweep the Hornets, which is, I mean, this Hornets team is not terrible. They won a championship like a year ago. Okay. Will the Lakers blow it up? Will Charles go somewhere else? That's the big question heading into this 5th and probably final season. I will see you at the start and let you know what changes have been made. Okay. He blew it up. He's gone. Charles Barkley has left the building. He's gone ring chasing. It makes sense, although the team did get much better now that he's gone. They added quite a few players. Eddie Jones, Jason Hubbard, and Sean Elliott all came to the team. Also Boogie Cousins. Oh, it's Dorrell Cousins, excuse me. So we'll have to go see where my friend David Vaughn. We'll have to go see where Chuck ended up. I will see you when we find him. What the heck? Holy crap. The Vancouver Grizzlies have signed not only Charles Barkley, but they also added Hakeem Olajuwon. I don't remember who was on their team last year, but they have Terry Mills, Dan M., Bimbo Coles, Ricky Pierce, Chuck Person, Mark Jackson, Vernon Maxwell, George Murison, Rick Smits, Del Curry, Warren Taylor, he's fake, and Thomas Vaughn. They have one player below 80 overall, guys. This team is loaded. Now, granted, I will grant you, are most everybody on the team over the age of 28? Yes. But if this team doesn't win a championship, and this is like championship or bust, we'll have to go 6 seasons, see what they do, because holy smokes, this is unprecedented how many old good players they've added. Okay, we will look around and see if there's any other teams to see, but this is definitely the one you want to pay attention to. And Chuck is on it. Okay, wow. Okay, I probably didn't cut away because this is also gross. What? How are these? What happened to let these expansion teams are just like signing up everyone? What is happening? How is this possible? Where do they have the money? Patrick Ewing, Penny Hardaway, Jamal Mashburn, multiple other players that you know and love are also on Toronto. These two teams are so stacked. I don't know if anyone has a chance. Holy crap. Okay, I mean, I'll look at other players or other teams to see if there's anything, but I don't know if there's going to be anything. All right, I'll see you if we have anybody else. I don't know. Well, he may not be on one of the super teams, but Shaq did pick up another MVP, his second. In real life, he only got one, and also he won both of these much earlier than he did in real life. But yeah, I really am interested to see how these teams did because that's crazy. It's wild out there. Allen Iverson for the Suns picking up Rookie of the Year. Terry Mills is sixth man. I mean, by default because he's the highest rated sixth man maybe in the history of the NBA. I don't know. Lonzo is your Defensive Player of the Year. Daniel Theus is your Most Improved Player of the Year. Jacob Stockton. Oh my God, 70 and 12. What? Who is that team? Do you think? Okay. Who do you think is going to win? Is it going to be, I'm going to guess it'll be Vancouver, but let's find out. Oh, we don't get to find out yet. Hold on. Actually, so none of them get a person on the All-NBA team. I guess it makes sense because there's so many of them. Chuck does make second team All-NBA. Anybody else? No. Nobody for Toronto either. Okay, that could be a bad sign, but it could just be the teams are so good in general. Chuck makes all defensive second team, y'all. Ooh, that's a big move for him. That never happened in real life. That's a step toward the right direction. Ooh, Steve Nash actually went to the Dallas Mavericks just like in real life. Kobe at the Nets. That's interesting. Ray Allen at the Celtics early. Okay, so let's see who is the best. We gotta see who has the best record. Because of course Toronto and Vancouver are the tops, right? Oh, not power rankings. Standings. Ooh, okay. So that means Toronto has the better rating, or the better overall record. Interesting. Look at that. The Lakers. Charles leaves. The Lakers are the 2 seed. And the 76ers are the 2 seed over here too. All Charles's old teams are moving up, except for the Suns, who are still way down here. All right. Let's sim through this first round. I got to assume they're going to beat the Rockets. They beat the Rockets pretty handily. Toronto also goes through over Milwaukee. The Lakers are in the second round. All right, we'll go through this. We'll sim you this round too. The Lakers are playing Vancouver. Chuck is going back home to play against this Lakers team that added Dennis Rodman in the middle of the season. They said, look, Charles, we were not interested in a championship while you were here, but then we went out and added all these guys. And Charles said, oh, bet. Look at all these people I added, my dudes. I got Hakeem. Terry Mills, 89 overall, is coming off my bench, y'all. Oh, my God. Okay. We'll go slow. Vancouver, easy game 1 victory. Also, notable, Toronto lost, opening up the door a little bit more for Vancouver because now they don't have to deal with that buzzsaw, although they do have to deal with the Lakers still. And the Lakers claw it back 2-2. We're even. Vancouver goes up by a game. Vancouver makes it through. In their second season as a franchise, the Vancouver Grizzlies are in the NBA Finals against the Charlotte Hornets, led by Larry Johnson and Alonzo Mourning. Also Kendall Gill, Johnny Dawkins, Kurt Thomas. A solid team, but oh no. Will Chuck's team choke in the finals? Oh no. Oh, is someone hurt? Oh no. Oh no, this is terrible. Where can we see injury? Not there, I don't care about that. Just go here. Who does he play for? Vancouver. No injuries. No one to blame it on but himself. Can the Chuckster get back a game? Oh no. The Vancouver Grizzlies have to come down from a 0-3 deficit. They got one back. They made it respectable. 1-3. They got 2 back. It's a close game. 118-114. Can they get it back one more game? They do not. The Charlotte Hornets are your NBA champions once again. That's 2 times for them. Chuck again fails to get it done. Can we look at this box score? Chuck actually not terrible, but not great of game from him. Hakeem, surprisingly, 0 blocks. Who did someone just go off? No, I mean, it was just... I mean, I guess Derek Fisher's there. That's the problem. No, I guess it's just going to come down to, Pierce fouled out. That could have been an issue. But yeah, it's just going to come down to they just didn't have enough gas in the tank. They lost by 3. Oh, a disastrous fourth quarter. Look at that. They got outscored 28-19 in the fourth. Just a disaster. All right, we're going to do... okay, look. I'm not going to end it here. I usually end at 5. 5 is where I usually end. I should be going to bed right now, but I'm not going to. I'm going to do one more season. We're going to see if the Chuckster can... We're going to go super Speedy Gonzalez mode. That didn't make me sound old or anything. And we're going to give it one more season. We're going to give Shaq one more chance. Look, this team is one of the greatest assemblances of talent of all time. So we're going to give them one more opportunity. I will see you at the start of the season. Okay, so now here's the problem, right? Hakeem Olajuwon goes from an 89 to an 86. Charles down to a 96. They did go after Hershey Hawkins, who used to play with the Shaq in Philadelphia, which is interesting. They also had a John Stockton, but he's 35 years old. He's ring chasing. George Murison getting better. They do not have a player. Oh, they do have Adonal Foyle. Sorry. Yeah, this team is gross again. They're old again. We're going to go fast and see if they can win a championship. All right, make it back-to-back for Shaq. My man is dominating over in Orlando. Apparently not going to join Kobe in, I guess in this case it would be, he'd be joining Kobe in New Jersey. Was a good move for Shaq. Let's look at the other awards. Tim Duncan, Rookie of the Year for Minnesota. That's my team. Thank you. The Jet is your sixth man. Robinson, Defensive Player of the Year. Antonio McDyess, Most Improved. So he left Vancouver and became Most Improved. Good for him. And then we got the, oh my gosh, that's a new record, isn't it? Or maybe that's the one tied by the Warriors. Can't remember for sure. Look through this quick. Nobody. Charles, second team. Nobody. Now, here's the real question. Can he make it all defensive team again? Also, Jordan must have retired. Ooh. Okay, that changes the landscape a little bit. Did he make all defensive team again? He did. Look at Charles out here in Vancouver playing for the badge. What a guy. All right. Who's that? Austin Crowshire? Never heard of him. Not sure if he's real. Okay. Oh, they play each other in the first round this time. All right, let's go send through this round. It's also notable Toronto and Vancouver both make it first seed again. Vancouver's through easily, so is Toronto. Sim this round. Oh my God. Oh my God, they got beat by San Antonio in the second round? Oh, Charles is not meant to be. They gave you everything. You couldn't ask for more. I mean, they're old, sure, but you can't ask for more than this, Charles. This is a team. This squad is built up. And y'all got trounced in 5 by San Antonio. All that's left, I guess, is to see if this monster team... Oh, Jordan didn't retire. He plays for... Get out of here. Jamal Mashburn, 90 overall coming up. What is up with this save? Why do these expansion teams break it so much? I've never had this happen before. What does the Golden State team look like? Because how are they a 2 seed? Who do they have? Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, I know. They're good. They're good. Okay. Get out of here. Michael Jordan, and they added Jamal Get out of town. All right, Jesus Lord. Okay, both teams make it through very easily. Also, this Houston team, not bad. They switched out Olajuwon for Dikembe. All right, is Jordan going to win this? Of course he is. Jeez, Louis. Oh, my God. Oh, Penny is your... Oh, my God. This team, y'all. Penny, Jordan, Mashburn, Baker, Ewing. And then all these guys off the bench. I can't even get my words out because this, I know it's a problem a lot, but this Raptors team is just too good. Okay, so apparently what would happen if Charles got traded to LA for James Worthy is that the league would break as the Toronto Raptors and Vancouver Grizzlies were added to it as expansion teams. And eventually Charles would join the Grizzlies. And Michael Jordan would leave Chicago, leave that team in the dust. They're not even in the playoffs, and join the Toronto Raptors to form the. I mean, look, you want to talk about a super team with LeBron and D Wade and Chris Bosh or the other or Durant. I mean, actually, maybe the Warriors are more of a super team because they have Durant and they had Durant and Curry. But this is super team before super team. This is a super team to end all super teams. Like, you don't get much better than this, y'all. All right, well, this was an interesting experiment that went off the rails the second the NBA decided to add some expansion teams to the mix. But for now, I'm going to sign off, and we'll see you guys next time. Hopefully, with a little more realistic save that doesn't just boggle the mind immediately. But I'll see you later. Bye.